Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Inshallah, today you are going to learn Madani Qaida lesson number 10. Let's read some rules first. Number 1. Read this lesson both ways, that is Rawa without spelling as well as with Hijjah with spelling. So you have to read this lesson without spelling as well as with spelling. Number 2. This lesson comprises all the previous lessons, that is harakat, tanween and the letters of madda, vertical harakat, khadi harakat and the letters of leen. So you will see all of the previous rules in this lesson. Number 3. Apply all the rules, practice the recognition of the letters thoroughly and spell them out correctly, especially huruf mustaliya. So whenever you see any rule, you have to apply it. For example, if you see mustaliya letters, you have to read with thick tone. If you see madda letters, you have to read by stretching up to one alif. Number 4. Whilst doing hijjah, join every letter to the letter coming before. For example, do hijjah of the word mawdu'atun as follows. Mim, waw, zabar maw, dod, waw, pesh, du, mawdu, ain, zabar a, mawdu'a, ta, do, pesh, tun, mawdu'atun. Okay, let's start reading from line 1. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qaf, alif, zabar qa, lam, zabar la, qala. In this word, you have to read qaf with thick tone and you have to read alif, madda by stretching up to 2 harakat. Next. Sad, zir, si, ra, alif, zabar ra, sira, ta, zabar ta, sirata. In this word, sad is also thick from mustaliya letters and you have to read ra with thick tone because it has zabar on it. And then you can see zabar before alif, so it is alif madda. You have to read by stretching up to 2 harakat. And then ta is also from mustaliya letters, you have to read with thick tone. Next. Ha, khada zabar ha, dal, alif, zabar da, ha, da. You have to read dal without whistle sound. Don't read ha, za, but read ha, da. Next. Dal, khada zabar da, lam, zer li, dali, kaf, zabar ka, dalika. Read dal without whistle and by stretching up to 1 alif because dal has khada zabar on it. Next. Kaf, alif, zabar ka, noon, waw, pesh, nu, ka, nu. You can see zabar before alif, so it is alif madda. You have to read by stretching up to 2 harakat like ka. And then you can see pesh before waw sakin, so it is waw madda. You have to read by stretching up to 2 harakat like nu. So altogether is kanu. If you say kanu, it is wrong because you are not stretching alif madda. If you say kanu, it is also wrong because you are not stretching waw madda now. So you have to stretch alif madda and waw madda both equally. Kanu, like this. Next. Qaf, alif, zabar qa, lam, waw, pesh, lu, qalu. Read qaf with thick tone and then stretch alif madda and stretch waw madda. Now you have to read the whole line without spelling. Follow me. Qala, sirata, hadha, dhalika, kanu, qalu. Next line. Lam, zabar la, ha, ulta pesh, hu, lahu. You have to stretch ulta pesh up to 2 harakat because ulta pesh is the same as waw madda. That means as you stretch waw madda up to 2 harakat, in the same way you have to stretch ulta pesh up to 2 harakat. Next. Sin, waw, zabar saw, fa, zabar fa, sawfa. You can see zabar before waw sakin, So it is waw lean. It's not waw madda. You don't have to stretch up to two alif, up to two alif. You have to read waw lean without stretching and without sudden pause. If you read as sawfa, it is also wrong. If you read as sawfa, it is also wrong. So you have to read without stretching and without sudden pause like this, sawfa. Next, qaf waw zabar qaw, lam do pesh lun, qawlun. Read qaf with thick tone and waw lean without stretching and without sudden pause. Next, fa ya zir fi, ha zir hi, fi hi. Stretch ya madda. You can see zir before ya sakin, so it is ya madda. Stretch up to two alif. If you say fihi, it is wrong. So you have to read fihi. Next, noon waw pesh nu, ha ya zir hi, nuhi, ha zir hi, nuhihi. First you have to stretch waw madda and then ya madda. Ba zir bi, ha khada zir hi, bihi. Stretch khada zir. Now you have to read the whole line without spelling. Lahu sawfa qawlun fihi nuhihi bihi. Next line. Lam ya zabar lay, sin zabar sa, laysa. Ba ya zabar bay, noon zabar na, bayna. Ain zabar a, zal alif zabar za, aza. Ba do zabar ban, azaban. Mim zabar ma, ta alif zabar ta, mata. Ain do zabar an, mata'an. To zabar to, ghain khada zabar gha, to gha. Shin zabar sha, kaf waw pesh ku, shaku. Ra do zabar ran, shakuran. Now without spelling. Laysa, bayna, adhaban, mata'an, tagha, shakuran. Next line. Ghain zabar gha, fa waw pesh fu, ghafu. Ra do zabar ran, ghafuran. Dal alif zabar da, waw ulta pesh vu, davu. Dal zabar da, davuda. First you have to stretch alif madda and then waw ulta pesh vu. If you read as davuda without stretching alif madda, it is wrong. If you stretch only alif madda and don't stretch ulta pesh like davuda, it is also wrong. So you have to stretch alif madda as well as ulta pesh, both. Next, kha waw zabar khaw, fa do zir fin, khawfin. Ya waw zabar yaw, mim do zir min, yawmin. You can see zabar before waw sakin, so it is waw lean. Do not stretch or make sudden pause. Read without stretching and without sudden pause as I write. Qaf ya zir qi, lam zabar la, qila. Ha ya zir hi. Pronounce from the middle part of your throat. Don't read as ha ya zir hi. It is ha. Pronounce from the middle part of your throat. Ha ya zir hi, lam zabar la, hila. Now without spelling. Ghafuran, davuda, khawfin, yawmin, qila, hila. Yes, inshallah. You will read rest of the words and lines of lesson 10 in the next part of the video. We stop here today. See you again in the next video for learning rest of the lines of lesson number 10. Insha'Allah Azza wa Jal.